Okay guys, I don't know if this is going to work or if this is going to last very long, but hello everybody out there in YouTube land this evening. How is everybody? My cell phone service here where I am at has been on again, off again. 1 minute it'll show up I've got 3 bars in 4G, and the next minute I've only got 1 bar. So figured I'll try to get a quick live stream in real quick. I don't think it's going to last, guys, so dropped and buffering and stuff. Hey Chief, hey Wood Beast, how you doing? Sorry guys, having a little technical issues today. I'm in a very remote spot tonight. Very remote spot, so I'm not getting consistent cell phone service. So with that said, we'll give it holds up. Hello Marie, how you doing? Oh, hello Palm Limit, Wood Beast, Chief, how is everybody so far? Sorry I am late, but I've been waiting on trying to get a cell signal. So hey Jared, hey Patrick, what's up? So oh man, trying to play games with cell service out here in the bush country, out in the bush, out in the middle of nowhere. That's where I am tonight. I am literally out in the middle of nowhere. So uneventful day of travel today. Yeah, pretty much, Chief, pretty much. Just quiet, boring day. Yeah, boat worked fine today, no problems. Yeah, everything here's been good. Made good distance today. 48 miles. I made 48 miles today. 47.8 or something, so 48 miles today. Cold, Palm Limit, cold, man. It was cold today. It was 55 degrees this morning. I had a t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, and then a coat, and then a windbreaker over the top of that, and gloves on my hands, and I was still freezing cold all day today, and it really didn't get very warm. It only got up to like 66 for a high today here. So it's been pretty cold all day and all night. I got down below here and fired up the stove and made myself some dinner just to warm up the cabin a little bit. So hey Alexander, how you doing? So yeah, making good miles, making good distance, covering a lot of ground. 649 miles to go. So yep, I'm evil. I'm trying to hit as far south as fast as I could. So yeah, I don't like that white stuff, man. I don't want to see that white stuff. I want to look on the map and see your progress, Patrick. I don't even have a name for you. I don't even have a name from where I'm at right now. I have Navionics on my phone and I can't pull it up right now. So, well, isn't that just peachy keen? Very good. Anyhow, so no, the boat worked fine. We got into an anchorage here. We're kind of tied up against a row of trees, in out of the wind quite a bit, and of course then, you know, the wind blew pretty good all day today. I mean, it was like 10 to 15 miles an hour all day today, and then it just sort of crapped out here a little bit ago. So yeah, Windows 10 is fine, not a problem. Hey Don, how you doing? Can you get set phone as hotspot, set it outside? That's exactly what I'm doing right now, Ray. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. So using my iPad as a hotspot. My generator's been a little odd today. It cut off earlier and now it seems like it's not running smoothly. Not really sure what's going on. There's not much load on. The refrigeration's not going. Not sure what's going up with the generator today. I just filled it up with fuel. Maybe I got some bad fuel. So, hey Stuck, how's it going, man? So, yeah, but what I'm finding is that the only advantage of hotspotting off the iPad is the iPad gets to sit up higher where it may pick up a little bit better signal. It didn't seem like it was picking up a better signal. And then of course I had to run the long cord to it so it could have power. So give a shot of seafoam to my generator. Okay, well. What's going on, Eki? How you doing? Do you put non-ethanol fuel in your generator? Yes, I don't run ethanol fuel in it. Could you put phone in a bag and lift it up high with a halyard? I cannot do that because I would need to have a power cord connected to it, and I don't have a power cord long enough for that. My battery on my cell phone is just about shot. In fact, I had to charge my cell phone 4 times today alone. Just because I was running Navionics on it, I had to recharge it back up 4 times today. Because I run Navionics on my iPhone and I also have it on my iPad, I had the long cord on the iPad, and my iPhone is, the battery on it's getting shot. So it constantly has to be plugged in now. So as soon as I get someplace where there's a AT&T or an iPhone store or something, I'm going to have to see if I can get them to replace the battery in it. Or, yeah. Maybe time for a new phone. And you know what, I just, you know, no sailing, no fishing. I'm really tempted just to block you for that name if nothing else. So, oh, we could put Carl in a bag and hoist him too. There you go, that would be fun. Yeah, it might be new phone time. This phone's getting kind of old. I think it's a 3-year-old phone, so. Do all marinas have non-ethanol? Pretty much, Adam, pretty much. Yeah, they know the score. They have, you know, marine grade diesel and non-ethanol fuel, so. Battery sucks and my phone is new, huh? Surprise, surprise. Okay. You deserve a new phone. Yeah, I do think if I replace my phone, I am going to go with a Android as opposed to another iPhone. The iPhone just sort of ticks me off with the, you know, for example, the little cord to be able to plug my USB into my phone. That cord for the Android phone was like $8, and that same exact cord for the iPhone was $49. I mean, there's just no cause for that. So, not a good day when friends make a decision. That must hurt to have to say worth listening to, though. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mike. I know I've not made any decisions except I've asked Doug to stay off my channel if all he's going to do is complain. The same sentiment I have for everybody else. If you don't like my channel and all you want to do is complain, you should go watch something else. If you're not smart enough to know to go watch something else, I'm going to help you along by blocking you from my channel so I don't have to deal with it. So, yeah, Wood Beast, I'm agreeing with that. I'm agreeing with that. You can go ahead and jump on that if you like. So, any thoughts on insurance fraud? Nope, none whatsoever. Don't have any thoughts on insurance fraud. Why, are you committing a fraud? I did not ban Doug again. Doug is not banned from my channel. I just asked Doug nicely not to come on my channel if all he's going to do is bitch. So there you go. Same sentiment I have for everybody else. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't watch. It's not a problem. So, does AT&T work like other providers? May be able to get a promotional deal. They are actually on me all the time trying to get me to get a new phone. They're constantly wanting me to get a new phone, so I don't know. I've got an iPhone 7, but it's an old 7. Apple replaces battery for $29 up until the end of the year. If you can make it an Apple store. Hey, there you go, Patrick. Then that's the thing I will do, because my phone works. There's nothing wrong with my phone except the battery is bad. So, oh yeah, stuck NBC. This is the usual nonsense we're dealing with. You know, all these trolls keep coming back over and over and over again. So, oh Christ. Anyhow, guys, so the boat worked fine. We got a lot of miles done today. I mean, a lot of miles. So, hey, Sarah, how you doing? it was a bit of a slog today. It was just ongoing, non-stop, push, trying to make miles, getting distance under the belt. For the longest period, when I first left Charleston, I had the tide with me, and so I was able to move along quite easily and quite quickly for the first stage of my trip. Then I got on the backside of the tide, where I got on a stream, and I got to the other side where now I was going against the current for a little bit. And then just about the last few hours, I got where the tide was going out, and I was able to ride it down, coming down the river. I think altogether I've been in 16 different either rivers, creeks, sloughs, cuts, whatever you want to call the different bodies of water I've been in today. I think I've been in 16 different bodies of water, 16 different named areas as I was going across today, coming to where I'm at right now. And then I'm going to go down here just a very little bit. I'm going to cut through, a little cut through, and then beyond yet another river, and I'm going to ride it for a little while, taking that through another cut through, and so on, and so on, and so on. So I do believe tomorrow I'm going to make it to Beaufort, or Beaufort, or however you want to call it in this state. I don't really care one way or the other. But I'm probably going to make it there tomorrow. Relatively short day. It'll be about a 5.5 hour run if the tide's with me. And I'm just going to probably hang out there for a night. Maybe. There's a free dock there in Beaufort. But there's really not much in the way of services there. You know, if there was a grocery store or, you know, or a Walmart or something, so I could, you know, pick up whatever supplies I may need, it'd be worthwhile stopping there. But it's beginning to look like there's really nothing there except, you know, bars and art galleries, and I'm not a big fan of either one of them, so I may just go ahead and go on. So let me jump back in the chat and see what I missed. Apparently a lot of stuff was going by. Good thing AT&T is that they'll sell you a new phone without checking credit because you already have an account with them. Okay, well, that's... Yeah, but I have good credit with AT&T because I've been paying my bill solidly for the last 5 years. So, yeah, Bill, Lily's just absolutely fine. No, Bill, okay, when I have Lily closed up, all that means is I close the companionway door. The hatch is open, the forward hatch is open, the back hatch is open, air flows through. She's not stuck in here going to get carbon monoxide. You know, you guys are incredible. You always think of like the worst possible case scenario. Not going to happen, guys. About to hit some pretty areas. Today was fairly pretty. It wasn't too bad. Channel today, I will repeat what I said there. If you have a problem with, and Carl does do things, quit watching and go away. Well, what happened to the dog? Nothing happened to the dog. She's lying here sleeping right next to me. There's nothing wrong with Lily at all. So, uh-oh. Huh. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about that. Here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My anchor alarm was off. It's not because I'm dragging. It's because I didn't have my anchor alarm set correctly. So the current has shifted, and now the boat's going the other direction. But I can't possibly be dragging. There's hardly any current out there at all. But I probably should go up on deck and check it. So. Hold on, guys. I gotta go check where I'm at. All right. That wasn't cool. No, I'm not dragging, but I was reminded I got to put my... Yep, fine. I am in an area full of mosquitoes, though. I've been getting mosquitoes on me all night tonight. Yes, I'm on the hook. Hang it up at some point, Carl. Can you arrange Advise, thanks in advance. I have no idea if I'm going to do that yet, but maybe once I get down to Florida. Don't want to float away. Thought you got a rock. Yep, I have my rock in. It's not dragging. Like I said, I just didn't have it set correctly. Are you good in health, sir? No checkups. Yep, my health is fine. My health is fine. So, anyhow, guys, yep, the boat's fine. And I need now to reset the anchor alarm. I grabbed my iPad while I was up there so I can, and right now I still have pretty good service, so I'm not sure what that's all about. If this internet here has been, or the cell phone service here has been ridiculous. It goes on and off and on and off. So I'm going to set my other device here's anchor alarm so that we can get that organized. There we go. Any event, it's working just fine. So I can just monitor where I'm at on that one while I'm doing my live stream, and hopefully we'll still continue to have connection, which we probably do. I ended up buying a laptop from Costco, Trav. I'm not going to go into details because I just don't want to get into that kind of argument with everybody about what I should have done or what have you. So, new computer's working beautifully. I love it. It's exactly what I needed. Yep, Sarah, that's my anchor alarm. I use, there's a couple different apps you can get for your cell phone. This one is simply called Anchor, A-N-C-H-O-R, so. Throw the phone on the floor seems to make your iPhone work. And yeah, it fell over, so. Hey, Carla, how you doing? Busy life, you live on board sailor, I call you, mean me. Slovakia, no argument, please. Okay. No arguments with Slovakia. So, yeah, so touch base on that a little bit. Busy life. You know, today, I have to admit, today was not fun. Today was cold. Today was just a slog, you know, pushing through. Even though I'm on rivers, I got into some pretty big waves today. I mean, like 3-foot waves. So, you know, the boat was rocking and bouncing around. And, yes, wood beast, I agree completely. Anyhow, so it was, I got beat up today. I guess that's what I'm going to say, is I got beat up today. And somebody was asking yesterday about, you know, what it's like being out on the boat, what it's like living on board the sailboat. And, you know, it's not all sundowners and sunsets. Sometimes you get days like today where it was cold. I'm all bundled up. I was freezing. My hands were cold, even though I had gloves on. And, you know, I just got beat up. My back is sore. My shoulders are sore. And I know before, as a viewer watching these sailing channels, I would listen to these people sitting on their sailboat complaining about this, that, or the other thing. And I was like, yeah, but you're on a sailboat, you know. And so I always, you know, sort of discounted all of their you know, moans and groans or what have you. Well, the reality of it is, guys, is that life on a sailboat is uncomfortable. It really is. I don't have a big lazy boy recliner to relax in. I don't have a big screen TV to hang out in front of. You're out on deck, you're in the sun, you're constantly in motion. And that is physically draining. That is physically exhausting. And then you've got, you know, you bounce around, you get knocked around. Today I tried to get up at one point and a boat went by and waked me and knocked me over into the generator. So I kind of hurt my hip a little bit. You're gonna have that happen every single day. So it's just, you know, it's just something that you guys should be aware of, that when you live on a small sailboat, that is not well equipped as a compromise. Well, I don't know, having a better equipped sailboat would really make much difference in comfort. So, you know, sell some provisions. Obviously, you're posting, so you're not banned. south, it should get much nicer. Well, I hope so. I hope it gets warmer quickly. Let's see. Lady K sailing just a few miles behind you now. They were complaining yesterday that it was cold and miserable. Yeah. One hot tub, wine in one hand, other hand operating phone. There you go. Fundraising week. So I'm glad you guys all are so excited about that. So, yeah, Dick, it is the true nature of sailing, and so I think they're you know, to have a little honest, fair disclosure. Oh well. You know, living on aboard and traveling by sailboat isn't exactly the, you know, the most fun way of doing things. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. It's not bad. It's not bad. There's a lot of things I really enjoy about traveling by sailboat. But today, I got beat up. Today was not a good day. So, picture trying to live in a travel trailer while being towed down the highway. More, Adam, that's close, but try living in a travel trailer while being towed off-road on a dirt track, on a dirt trail, or a motocross track. That would be a more accurate depiction, because, you know, the boat's side to side, up and down, all at the same time, constantly. I mean, even as I'm sitting here right now, there's a lot of current going by, the boat's rocking back and forth. It's constant motion. And if you've ever been around, like, I don't know if you guys ever gone to the beach, just going to the beach and watching the waves breaking on the shore for an hour is very tiring. It wears you out. Being here on the boat full time is like being on that beach constantly without any respite. And I've been on the boat 6 months now, so it's just it's been rough. So how much have you raised and what will it be spent on? Carter, that's none of your business. A day sailing is better than a good day in the office. That may be true, yep. Okay. Well, I'm glad Doug had a bitch session about me, Marie. Frankly, I really don't care. You know, I have nothing but good things to say about Doug, and if Doug wants to trash me, that's his problem. One of these days, I will get pissed off enough to tell everybody what exactly is going on there, but for right now, if Doug wants to hang me out to dry and put all the blame on me, I really don't care. You know, it's just childish. Constant motion builds core strength. Embrace it and quit bitching. Mike, it does build core strength. That I will grant you, sir. It absolutely does. But after 6 months nonstop, it's getting to be quite a bit. Carter Hayes, I'm not the one being a jerk. You're asking about something that's none of your business. So, Bammer's talking about that. All right, well, apparently you guys are having fun on your own little tangent, so yeah, Clint, Lily is just fine. Heard about carbon monoxide killings. Now, Clint, I never leave her closed up in a closed up boat while it's running. The forward hatch and the back hatch were both open, plenty of air flowing through the boat. She's not going to have any carbon monoxide problems. Yep, Jeffrey, that's pretty much it. You know, life's not free. See, it did it again. There's something going on with the generator. It just cut off all by itself. It's not out of fuel. It just cut off all by itself. And it did that earlier, and I restarted. It's been running fine since, so. Okay. Well, I don't know why everybody is so upset about what's going on with Doug. Doug's got his own issues to take care of. He should focus on himself. Safe. How many miles did you do today? I did 48.7 or 47.8. Excuse me, 47.8. So 48 miles. So there is a free dock there, but as I understand, it's not a great dock. So I'm not sure if I want to be there. Yeah, actually, David, you're probably right. I'll almost bet you it's a low oil. I'll almost guarantee you that's what the problem is. So I guess I should go up on deck. Well, I'm done with the generator for tonight, but you're right. Tomorrow morning I should go up on deck and do an oil change with it. I bought oil specifically for that. I just haven't put it in yet. It didn't need it yet, but apparently it does now. So should have bought a Honda. Yeah, probably. So okay, well, if everybody's so interested in Doug, I find it interesting because, you know, it was reported to me that Doug only had like 17 people watching, and I think all 17 of them are now over here telling me all about Doug's live stream. Guys, I don't care. I don't watch Doug's live stream because when I do, all the trolls have a field day with it, so I stay off of his thing. So it's off the downtown strip. Yeah, well, Coyote, there's two free docks in Buford. There's the day dock, which is a very nice dock. It's brand new. It's a big, long thing there on the frontage, but you can't overnight on that dock. And then there's a 50 cents a night dock, which is in pretty rough shape. Not quite a free dock, but pretty rough. So are you moving on in the morning? Yes, Marie, I am moving on. So I am definitely moving on. Right, thousands of Marines of Buford, white sand on the East Coast. Really, huh? Hunting Island, okay. Good to know. You know, okay, Mike, here's what I'm going to say. This is the last thing I'm going to say about Doug right now, okay? My problem with Doug is if Doug has a problem with me, he should have kept it private, not gone public and made it a whole big, huge deal. I don't know why Doug finds it necessary to you know, run me down or raise issues and be talking smack about me online during his live stream. I'm certainly not doing that against Doug. That was my problem with Doug in the first place is, you know, if you have a problem with me, then you talk to me. Doug knows my phone number. Doug knows how to message me. I've had an ongoing conversation with his wife. I talk to Claire a lot. So I'm over whatever's going on with Doug. If Doug has a problem, that's Doug's problem, not mine. Yep, Sarah, I've not received any money from Doug. I'm just reading through the chat here, guys. Oh, gosh. So now I shouldn't be talking to Claire either, huh? Well, you guys obviously don't have a clue what you're talking about. Yeah, Carla, I agree with you. I'm about to get out of here myself, so. Oh, yeah, Carter, you know the whole story. Yep. Everybody, you know, all you guys think you know the whole story. You're clueless. I'm not going to get dragged into a big argument about Doug. So here's the thing, okay, guys? I don't care who you are. The next people that bring up Doug's name in my live stream is out of here. I'm going to block anybody that talks about Doug. So there's a few of you talking about it right now. I'm sure we're right in the middle of making a comment. So I'm going to wait 1 minute. But after that, anybody that brings up Doug or Doug's name or Doug's channel, I'm blocking you. So I'm going to end that right now. So, Patriot Canadian, weather forecast is continued sunny like it was today. A little bit warmer, not nearly as cold, but a little bit warmer. But, you know, windy, just kind of like it was today. So, but a few degrees warmer. So, yeah, pilot, if you would help me out with that, my moderators, anybody that wants to deal with that nonsense or continue along that line, just, they're gone. I don't care who they are. So, oh, go bother somebody else. I'm over it. I'm not going to get dragged into it. Anyhow, so yeah, the weather's going to be pretty much of the same. So, okay. Goodbye, Jeffrey. I'm not kidding, people. I don't care who you are. Sarah, I would if I could get a word in edgewise, but all everybody wants to do is just have drama, so. Yes, Canadian, it's using a pretty good amount of oil. Yeah, it really is. But consistently, you know, it's consistent. It's using about a half a quart, 3/4 of a quart, depending on how far I go. Now, a day like today where I went 9.5 hours nonstop today. So, so a day like today when I went that far and that long, it's going to burn obviously more oil than a day when I only went 5 miles or what have you. So, but it's pretty consistent. It's pretty even. It's not getting any worse or any better. It's staying pretty much the same. So, yeah, there'll be underwater videos once I get someplace where the camera can actually record something. Right now, visibility in all of the areas I've been up to this point have all been, the visibility is not good enough to film anything underwater. So, I was late tonight. Whereabouts on the ICW? I am almost to Beaufort, South Carolina. Just put it that way. Oil change for the generator tomorrow. Sailing or motoring, which is harder? Well, sailing is more work than motoring, so sailing, I guess, would be harder. So, although motoring has its problems too. If any people, you don't have enough subscribers. Oh, Carter, I'm not worried about it. End of funds, I'm in Alaska. I'm waiting for my chickens. Okay, oh, you're gone. Yeah, sorry, Sarah. It would be nice for us to talk about sailing and making progress, so. Nope, no rest day tomorrow. Going to be a short day, but not a rest day. And I don't even know if it's going to be a short day. I may just go ahead and keep right on going. So, yeah, I'm trying to stay off of pay docs as much as I can. I imagine I'll be getting a car when I get to work. So, oh, and you know, it's funny how things happen. I guess when I left Charleston Harbor, I left this morning at 7 a.m., and I guess, Sailing La Vagabond rolled in right after that. So I guess Sailing La Vagabond rolled into Charleston at 10 o'clock this morning, and I left at 7 a.m., so I missed them by 3 hours. So, oh well, that's funny. No, don't need four-wheel drive in Florida. Good night, Sarah. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to end this anyway here, so. I started late, and it's getting to be close to 8 o'clock, so I'm going to be going ahead and ending this anyway. Thanks, Wood Beast. Oh, I'm all caught up with the chat. Nobody wants to do anything but just bitch about stuff, so they can all bitch someplace else. I am going to keep going until I arrive in the Keys. Yep, I'm going to keep hammering at it till I get there. Yeah, Mike, well, you know, I don't bother keeping track of other people and where they are, so it is what it is. I missed them. I would have liked to have seen Riley. I would like to thank Riley in person for some stuff he helped me with, so yeah, Lady K is somewhere behind me. I don't know how far behind me is, but she's somewhere behind me, so would have been an awesome meetup. Yeah, it would have been fun. So, anyhow, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I don't have the patience to deal with a bunch of people just trying to create crap. All the trolls having their fun. Boat fouled, ICW worse on the ocean. My boat got fouled pretty bad in Manhasset Bay on Long Island Sound. Right now it is kind of dirty, but that's because I'm on the go. I'm not taking time to sit down and clean my hull. Actually, my underside is very clean. It's just the water line is pretty dirty. But what a lot of people don't seem to understand, and they've heard me say this before, but they don't seem to want to listen to that. This boat sat up on the hard for 4 years. And while on the hard, for a while on the hard, he had a tarp over the top of this, one of those blue tarps, and he had straps running down the sides of the hull. Well, in the wind, those straps rubbed against the side and has actually worn the paint off. There's a lot of spots right along the water line where, you know, it's almost right down to the fiberglass. There's almost no paint left on it anymore. So it's, yeah, that's a big part of why my water line looks the way it does, so. Thanks, Woodbeast. Appreciate you putting that up there. Thanks, Coyote. I appreciate that. Dick, I would love to meet Riley and his wife, not wife, but girlfriend, I guess. Baby mama, whatever you want to call her. Yep. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to keep going. I mean, I'm not going to stop. I think at this point the trolls are just rolling and reeling from the fact that I've been so successful with, 1, covering distance, 2, fundraising, you know. Stuck in BC, you know, paint on the hull usually will last a long time if, you know, you don't have something abrading it nonstop for 4 years, and that's what happened. You know, the wind would blow the tarp, the straps would vibrate on the paint on the side of the boat and wear the paint off. So, oh, I guess somebody beat me to that. Okay, thanks. I thought I just ignored him, Carl. Yeah, Sarah, I'm not going to have a problem, so. Anyhow, so the boat's working fine, the engine's working fine. Yes, Elena, I'm sorry, that's what I was trying to say, is Elena. Putting the boat up and flying there. Elena's in Australia. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she was going to have the baby here in the U.S. Well, see, I don't keep track of this stuff, so. Subscriber contributing successful. Well, you know what? No sailing, no fishing. How is it successful? I'm still traveling on my sailboat. I'm on my sailboat and I'm making daily progress towards my goal of Florida. That's successful. That 1% of the people that donate is more than enough to do everything I need. So, and if these people don't seem to understand that, well, that's their problem. Frankly, I find my channel to be wholly successful. I'm still here. I'm still making progress. I'm still moving down the ICW. We're getting the boat fixed and taking care of things as it needs to be dealt with. I just replaced a laptop, which was a major investment, thanks to the generosity and support of some wonderful people. And that's what drives these trolls nuts. You know, they just can't seem to handle that kind of stuff. And so, you know, the more and more that I'm making miles, I mean, every mile that I'm heading down the ICW, to me, is a big FU to all the trolls, frankly, you know. I mean, you know, all their best efforts to interfere and create problems and what have you has all fallen on deaf ears, and we're still rolling along, man. We're still rolling along. We're still making miles. We're still having fun. So, I mean, today was a rough day, but just because, you know, it wouldn't have been so bad if it had been warmer. If it had been 10 degrees warmer today. Actually, once I got to about 1 o'clock today, it got pretty nice. It wasn't too bad. It was warm enough. Even though the wind was still blowing, it was warm enough. This morning, from 7 a.m. till noon, it was chilly, guys. When I left Charleston, it was 55 degrees, and I was going out in a 15-mile-an-hour wind. So that was cold. 55 degrees with a 15-mile-an-hour wind on you all day long. I got chilled this morning, so... never seen the computer, was not allowed to see. Thought it was the steering wheel between their legs that rode them nuts. Okay. Scallywags. Eki, I like your thinking, man. I like your thinking. Yeah, Willie T certainly did layer up. Certainly did, but I don't have any of my Alaskan clothes with me anymore. I have Florida clothes with me now, so even though I layer up, I'm layering up with fairly lightweight clothes, so scallywags and ne'er-do-wells. There you go, Don. I like it. So, Carlin Marathon will drive the cycle past nuts. Yeah, Will Martin. Probably to play it safe and be by family. Yeah, I don't know. They said something about they were going to have the baby in America. They had talked about that. I know I saw that in one video that they did. I remember that distinctly because I thought that was interesting with them being Australian. I would have thought they would have wanted to go back to Australia. Apparently that's what she did, so. Oh, Patriot, I'm very much getting climatized, man. I can't take the cold much, and I don't have the clothes. You know, it'd be different, guys. I mean, if I still had my warm winter clothes, if I had my fur hat, if I had good warm gloves. I mean, the gloves I'm wearing are gardening gloves. They're not kind of gloves that you would have for warmth. They're, you know, they're just an extra layer of skin on to keep the wind off my hands, but they do help keep me warm, so. Yeah, I'm going to keep going until the butter starts melting, guys. Bad medical procedures according to their, okay, huh. Their VI, their VID, okay, VID. You know, well, right now with my limited internet access, I'm not able to follow really anybody. I'm not watching anybody else's videos right now. Now, I will admit, back there at Charleston at that marina, when I had Wi-Fi, I was watching some stuff and catching up on some stuff, so. But, you know, this morning, you know, Sarah just said something there, and this morning it reminded me, I was chatting or seeing a comment by one of the viewers telling me that, you know, he just got done throwing a log on the fire and was nice and warm in his house, and I was thinking to myself, man, I wish I could throw a log on the fire while I was up there behind the steering wheel today. It would have been nice to have had a wood stove going up on deck to warm up things a little bit. So, the best of all third world countries. Yeah, there you go, Dick. Yeah, we've got good medical. It's just really expensive. Yep, hard butter. Man, yeah, just sitting on the counter, it's hard. So, bad emergency medical situation and the costs associated. Huh. Too much red tape, logistical issues for her to have a baby her way and risk of getting stuck in public health care loop. They wanted to have it here for dual citizenship, huh? Okay. Lots of sailboats have small wood burners. Yep, not mine. And it wouldn't do me any good to have a wood burner. I mean, yeah, it would be nice down below, but while I'm driving the boat, you're just up there in the air, so. That's your family and Android wife. Yeah, you know, Adam, I agree with you. Yeah, I always thought, I thought, I was surprised that they wanted to have the baby in the U.S. I would have thought they would have wanted to have something like that around family, so. Let's come to Canada, there you go. Yeah, well, they can certainly afford the medical insurance, the medical stuff. I don't think Riley and Elaine are worrying about money. You know, just like Delos, they're not worrying about money right now, so. Yeah, and I don't know if that would make any sense either, Dick. You know, dual citizenship between U.S. and Australia. I don't know. I don't know. Seems odd to me, too. You know, and the thing of it is, you know, if you're a citizen of both countries, and when you make money, you have to pay income tax to both. So you're getting taxed twice on the same income, I guess, or you're only paying income tax on the money generated from that country. So yes, medical expenses most absolutely can bankrupt anyone. Anyone. I don't even one percenters can get bankrupted by medical expenses. So. Kaplan, that's funny. Now all of a sudden it's not our business. Okay. Wow. Too hard to get U.S. citizenship and not birth here for future purposes. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to be U.S. citizens. There's a lot of people that wouldn't want to be an American right now. Vagabond have bills, upkeep, etc. Not an endless stream of cash. Being very responsible. If I was in their shoes, I'd be returning the Oz too. Huh. Go to college. Yeah, Adam, you know, you're, by that statement, Adam, I just wonder, you know, why do we assume that our American schools are better than the Australian schools? I'm sure Australia has its versions of Harvard and Yale and whatever, you know, they have good schools there. They're a complete country just like U.S., you know. Don't get me wrong, I love America, I really do. But, you know, there's so many people here that just go on the assumption that we're the best at everything, and we're not. We're simply not. That's the honest truth. So, hey, Alan, how you doing, man? But only pay taxes to one country you claim as residence. Oh, okay, Coyote, I see. That's how that works. Okay. There you go, Kangaroo State University. America has the most generous people. Well, that may be true, Jason. That may be true. I certainly can't complain about it. So, nope. So, sharpshooter, very old hat. This is a very old hat. This is my Marathon Lady ball cap from 2015. So, best in the world. Okay. Kids don't pay taxes. They do when they get older, though. Yeah, you know, my problem with the American school system, and I guess almost every school system for that matter, is, you know, classrooms today are the same pretty much the classrooms were 50 years ago. The way they go about teaching and educating our children is really the same. You look at how technology has changed. Look how cars have changed. Look how cell phones have changed. Look how you know, anything else that you want to look at, how it has changed. Grocery shopping, how that's changed. You know, how we work remotely and using the internet and stuff, all that's changed. The way that people are watching or teaching our children, it's the exact same nonsense that you know, same way we've been doing it for 50 years with really very little use of technology. And I'll look at like universities, colleges as a good example of that. You know, they spend so much money maintaining the brick and mortar facilities, grounds, lawn, landscaping, heating buildings, taxes, you know, construction, whatever. And yet, you know, you look at some of these schools that are creating these online campuses, that are doing such a great job. There's a program called lynda.com, Lynda.com. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen lynda.com, but to me, it's a radical new approach to education. You can get on lynda.com and study virtually anything in the tech fields right now for $300 a year. For $300, you I think that's the last price I saw. It's been a while since I've been on there. I think it was like $300 or $325. You had unlimited access to anything on lynda.com. You could study literally any technology, any program, any software, business stuff. They had all kinds of class structures that they have available there on lynda.com. And it, you know, like an individual class, I think, or individual course is like $25. So, for example, if you wanted to learn how to use Adobe Premiere Pro, the editing software that I use for video editing, you can sign up for lynda.com for $25. You can take a course on how to use, you know, the basics of Adobe Premiere Pro, and you can learn how to use that program. Or for about $325, you can take all of the courses that they have for an entire year. You can spend an entire year on there studying. So theoretically, or actually practically, somebody could get on lynda.com and take all of the coursework to complete the degree requirements for, say, a systems administrator for you know, a network administrator. You can take all the coursework that you need to become a network administrator, and you can do that in 1 year for $325, not 4 years of college for $200,000. It's a much better way of making that education available to people in a highly cost-effective manner where people can move at their own time frame, at their own speed. Lynda.com taught me Linux servers. There you go, Woodbeast, exactly. You know, you can get on there and they have these video programs. They'll teach you anything so much cheaper. So why do we put our children at risk? Why do we make our kids get on a school bus and go to school? Why do we make our kids sit there in a classroom being who knows what's going on with them in a classroom all day with some other adult that we really don't know that well in charge of them and taking care of them? Why do we do that to ourselves and then have them put you at risk again on a school bus, having to come home, standing on the bus on the bus corner? Far superior to have your kids stay home in the safety of your own house, be able to access all the coursework they need through the internet and get the education that they need without all of that brick and mortar infrastructure. You know, just think how much cheaper it would be if they could cut out school taxes on everybody. Everybody. Think of your own property taxes, how much you pay for school taxes. You could cut that in. I mean, if Lynda.com can teach the entire course for $325, then a kid ought to be able to do 5th grade for $300. That's probably a whole lot less than what you're paying, you yourself right now are paying for school taxes, and you may not even have a kid in the school right now. So, anyhow, you made your business public, part of your lifestyle compromise, you get paid for being public. Nope, you don't get a degree smoking, but you do get the education. So what difference does it make whether the degree is there or not? Hey Frank, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you here. Paying people to cut grass at their universities in Europe, they spend that money on top professors. It's the blue collar versus the white collar. Because kids need social skills. There's still plenty of opportunities to develop social skills without sending the kids to school. And so what do? You send your kids to school nowadays. Any kid in school over 8 years old, what are they doing? They're spending all day long sitting there on their cell phone. They don't have any social skills. They're on social media all day long. They have no idea what a real friend is. I'm not in any bubble at all, Carter. I'm just fed up with their school system and the way it's being operated. With a financial education, finish it, you're basically broke. Yeah. Yeah, you come out of college not broke. You come out of college severely in debt, Dick. So far in debt that you may not ever be able to pay that debt off in your lifetime. So, some parents are bad, nothing would get done. Well, that's true, Bubba. That is true. But, you know, it's those parents' responsibility to take care of that. University education is free. Not in America, it's not. Going to a university here is very, very expensive. So, anyhow, that's my rant on schools. So, we'll just leave it at that. That's my rant on schools. Education. I think there's a lot of room for a lot of improvements there. So, get on the school board. Yeah, I've been actively involved in, not the school board, but certainly the 4-H programs. So, Carl, go rest, man. Yeah, Woodbeast, I probably should. Go ahead and pull the plug on this thing, so. Oh, man. I just wanted to talk about something that just to give the trolls a break, so. My college days were invaluable. Girls, girls, drinking, girls. Shenanigans, girls. Yeah, Don. Yeah, it definitely has a social structure, doesn't it? Go to school and keep them out of debt. You didn't do that, but I did. Well, JR, how do you know I didn't do that? You don't know a damn thing about me. Drug addict mom and no dad. Yeah, there's a lot of that going around, Bubba, I'm afraid. Yep. I don't have any debts. No, nothing. That's all I'll say. Banks don't own me. Well, banks don't own me either, sharpshooter. I don't have any debts right now, except for a few people that donated to the Selling with Grandpa, and I'm in the process of paying that back right now. So, everything about everything. Well, Carter, yeah, you know what, Carter? Tell you what, you apparently don't want to watch my channel, so go move on. I'm over it, dude. You don't like what I'm saying, you don't like my channel, you don't want to watch, you're not smart enough to go watch something else, I'll help you along. So there you go. Is Vagabond collecting on both of their channels? Frank, I have no idea. Dr. Trained on Linda. Okay. We put all 5 of our kids through college and it was worth every penny. Well, there you go, Willie T. No, I don't want a second channel. Yep, a lot of people spend a lot of money on educations and got nowhere. So, okay. Apparently some people are way behind. Okay. All right, guys. Well, anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Owes your home, you own it 100%. That's true, sharpshooter. I have zero. I don't have any credit card debt. I don't have any mortgages. I don't have any of that stuff. So, oh crap. Okay, guys. Well, we've had enough fun arguing with everybody. So the good news is, boat's doing fine. I'll be heading out of here in the morning and hope to make some more progress. And we'll just see where we're at tomorrow. You know, I'm not going to say I'm going to be here, there, or elsewhere. That's a fool's errand when you're on a sailboat. You're at the whim of weather and tide and current. So we're going to be heading south as fast as we can head south. That's all we're going to do right now. So anyhow, kids, I'll have more for you tomorrow. Be good, be careful, take good care of each other, man. And remember, in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal and Patreon should you want to contribute to the adventure. Other than that, good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.